So yes, welcome. Day 2 of Longitude. The sun is still shining, which is just fantastic news. And it's so lovely in Ireland. You probably weren't expecting good weather. I'm joined, of course, by local natives. Were you expecting to be wearing your rain gear?
I was not expecting it to basically be the exact same weather of Coachella, which is, we're from Los Angeles, so it's awesome. But yeah, this is not our usual experience of Ireland at all.
So you'll get to enjoy it. Now, I know that we were just talking about it off camera there, you've had quite a stressful day so far. Do tell, between planes, bit of planes, trains and automobiles really, and missing some gear.
Well, we had to catch a plane from Berlin to here at 4 a.m. So a lot of us didn't even go to sleep because we figured, why sleep for 2 hours? By a lot of us, I mean me.
Just you, yeah. See, that would be me now. I kind of think if you just soldier on through, you kind of get a second wind.
But then everything, that could go wrong kind of went wrong. And we had a nightmare in the airport. And then a lot of our gear actually didn't even make it. So we're going to try to ask some of the bands if we can borrow some guitars and stuff. So
I believe that you're good mates with Connor and the lads from Villagers. So
right.
they've kindly offered to save your set, I think, have they?
Well, thankfully, we met them literally less than 2 weeks ago. We played this tiny little town in Italy. And it was this crazy 8th century little square, and it was just us and them, and they ended up keeping us out all night, as they would do. Maybe you'd assume, I don't know if you know them or not, but
I would, yeah.
But it turns out that that's what they'll do to you. But thankfully they have the exact keyboard that we need, and basically we wouldn't be able to play without it, so they're totally saving our ass today.
Fantastic. Any chance of them maybe going on stage with you later? Never know.
It's a good suggestion. I don't know. Maybe we'll offer it up and see what they say.
Connor might wheel out the keyboard for you.
Yeah.
So I know it's 5 years since Gorilla Manor came out, which was such an amazing first album. And I think Airplanes was the track that really kind of got everybody going, because I know I first heard it on various TV shows that it was being used on. Were you surprised by the reaction yourselves when it first came out?
I think the most surprising thing to us, as being an American and California band, is that in Europe things were happening really fast, and they happened a lot faster than in the States actually. So all our first festivals and first headline tours and everything was over here, and yeah, that was this kind of insane, unexpected whirlwind type of thing. And now
I think that seems to happen for so many bands as well, because I know like the National were huge, particularly in Ireland. I think before anything really happened over the States and Canada, sometimes they don't really, maybe, I don't know, I suppose it's such big countries, it's probably not as easy to break them, I don't know. And
I think it takes, like the US, you definitely have to tour and tour and tour and tour and tour, whereas here maybe things can spread a little more quickly. You might be right, yeah.
We just appreciate you guys quicker. That's what it is. We got a good ear.
You just have better taste.
So the second album then, I know you were all living together when you recorded the first one. So Hummingbird, which came out in January, which I was actually, my memory of that album for me was I was over in Thailand sitting on a balcony at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was about 36 degrees. And I was so bored of everything on my iPod. I went onto iTunes, got the Wi-Fi, and your album was the first one that came up as a new release. So I just immediately hit download. I sat there to about 6 o'clock in the morning listening to it. It's just such a lovely, kind of chill, mellow album. Obviously, I know the lyrics are very kind of personal to you. Is it hard putting yourself out there so much, kind of putting your feelings and everything on show for people?
that was kind of a goal of ours for this record. It's kind of like, break down some of those kind of barriers between the listener and the artist and try to just be more direct and kind of, just more honest. And a lot of the music, we wanted to strip back and allow some more space to really kind of let the lyrics do a little bit more of the work. And so I don't know, we tried to do something like that.
And was it easier or more difficult, the fact that you weren't living together at the time? Did you feel fresher going into the studio that you weren't looking at each other 24 hours a day beforehand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, we still were basically, we were living together on tour, and then we built our own little kind of studio out in Silver Lake. That was our home base, and we would be there for at least 12 hours, every day together. So I don't think we were hurting for time spent together by any means.
You weren't lonely or anything, no?
We're not lonely, no.
You weren't FaceTiming from rooms or anything, no?
Yeah.
So I'm often curious myself, because, as we're talking about going through, looking for new albums and that, what sort of music do you guys listen to now, particularly when you're traveling so much? What would be on your iPod?
Well, I mean, tons and tons of stuff.
Anything new that you're loving at the moment?
this guy King Cruel, we've been listening to a lot of, and he's also on this Mount Kimby album. You
Oh
heard
yeah, that
record?
just came out here actually a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Listening to a lot of that. There's a girl, her name's Annika, and she put out a record like 2 years ago. We've been listening to that a lot. Trying to think of like brand new stuff though. Nick Cave record that he put out this year has kind of been
Yeah.
a record we've been listening to a lot.
That's one of the most played, I think, for us this year.
Yeah.
It's going to be downloaded like nuts now this afternoon. People are going straight on. Nick will be thanking you later.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys anyway? I mean, what are you doing touring-wise, or how's the rest of your summer looking?
It's looking very busy, as always. I think this ends a really long European tour with us tomorrow at Latitude Festival. And then we're going to go to Japan for a festival there, which is always exciting.
We get to go home for like 16 hours. We like fly from
I thought you were
London
going to
to
say
LA.
16 days or something, and I was like, 16
we go
hours.
London, LA. We have like 16 hours before the flight to Japan, so
Very
we're gonna
economical
Yeah.
with our downtime.
we're gonna go
in LA.
see family and friends for a few hours.
Nice. So yeah, it's not even going to be that much of a break. So you're going to have to stay awake for that one, or you're not going to get to see anyone, I'd imagine.
I know.
Right.
I think the jet lag will be crazy on that. We might just stay up for the whole 48-hour period. But no, then it kind of continues. Then we have Lollapalooza, which is a festival in Chicago. That's a kind of a special one for us as well. And then we have a couple more weeks in Europe directly after that. And then we do actually get like a 10-day break or something. So
10 days. Well, you won't know what to do with yourselves.
We're going to be FaceTiming and
FaceTiming, yeah.
with Ryan from my house to his house.
You'll be getting withdrawal symptoms now from each other.
Yeah.
But guys, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great set at the festival. And we look forward to checking out Villagers on set keyboard for you later on.
Cool. Thank
Right
you.
on.